Welcome, everybody, to Girls Only Hoops. I am Candace Allen with, as always, the world-famous Tanisha Benson. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. I mean, look at the new set. Aren't we just fabulous?
We just upgraded.
We did. We went from
good.
2 chairs to tables.
No money.
We got it. We got it all.
Absolutely. We do want to acknowledge the delay. It's only because the tournament time.
Yeah.
That's where we've been. We've been broadcasting games, shooting highlights, interviewing players.
Yep.
Girls only been getting out there, seeing some really good basketball.
Some amazing basketball and single elimination basketball, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And we get in the tournament time.
And some big time players.
Absolutely. Everybody's colors come out at that point.
For sure. And one of the things that always made me sad, just watching the game, it's like the seniors at the end.
When they cry,
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's a good game,
I didn't know how it would be so emotional.
Do you think they say good game, good game, good game? Because I don't know if I could get that
I don't think I got it out. Especially if we were supposed to win, I would be like,
right. No. Yeah, we seen some people
bad
that
luck.
Did not shake hands. bad luck.
Bad luck. But that's where we've been. Girls Only has been out at the tournament game, just having a good time. Congratulations to all the teams, all the young ladies who played so hard during the tournament and during the season, all the seniors, congratulations.
Yeah.
But this show.
Oh, this is a special one.
This is a special show because we're going to be talking about the 2023 state tournament, the semifinals. We're going to review all the teams. We got some good stuff coming, and the most important thing, we have a special guest.
VIP, MVP. Go ahead.
As always,
Go
Angie
ahead.
Saiter is here. Everything.
Everything.
Put her up on the screen.
There she go. There we go. Welcome.
Angie's in the house.
Angie's in the house. It took long enough.
It took long enough.
Right. But we saved the best.
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We
and
saved
Angie,
the best.
you're our first in-house guest.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I feel good. This is how it's supposed to go. Women talking girl sports. We know our stuff. Encouraging the young ladies.
Absolutely.
Just bringing more. What is it? Grow the game.
Grow the game.
Essentially what we want to do.
First, protect it.
Yes, we talked about that.
Ooh, we talked about protecting the game.
Now we got Angie here. We can go deep,
Yeah.
but we got to stay focused.
We got to stay focused. And then
grow it.
we're going to grow.
We're going to grow
So
this
we
game.
protected the game a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
Now there's our opportunity to grow it. And
Yes.
who better to do it with Angie?
Angie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I love this.
We got Angie here. Tanisha's here. I'm here. Now, they have all the brains when it comes to knowing everything about these teams and players, so we're just going to get started.
Okay.
So the state tournament starts tomorrow. It's the 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah.
And our Division 4 matchups is what we're going to start with.
All right.
The first semifinal match is the Toledo Christian Eagles versus the Middletown Springfield Tigers.
Yeah.
That is the game. You see it on the screen here. We're going to talk about a few minutes. That top bracket, Toledo Christian versus New Middletown.
It's going to be a good one. I mean,
I think it's going to be a close one.
I think so too. I think with Toledo Christian, one, they're loaded with talent. We know that. But they're not that big in size. With Kendall Braden, Mackenzie Royal Davis, sister of Madison Royal Davis. And then
you got Butler.
You got Butler.
Yes.
And she's a key.
And I think she's a tremendous key. I watched them a couple months ago. I'm trying to think which tournament it was. Because all the tournaments feel like one long tournament.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
But when I watched them about a month and a half or so ago, I was really impressed with how she took care of the ball.
Yeah.
She hit some key shots.
Yep.
I loved her on-ball defense.
Yep.
And when she gets rolling, when she's clicking, then that helps out. Then Braden
goes.
She starts slicing and dicing
Wow.
and moving all over the place and nailing her shots.
Yeah. I think it's going to be tough. Just because even when we look at New Middletown, Springfield, they're almost even. I don't think they have as much talent, but you have J.C. Mullen, who can go. I mean, she's not a kid that you're like, oh my gosh, oozing with it's not that.
Yeah.
It's that she just gets it done. And she is the key. She is the engine for that team.
J.C. Mullen, the Mahoning County Player of the Year.
Yeah. She's
all-time leading scorer.
Yeah. I mean, she's big time. And then we have Jamaica Brungart. She is solid.
I love her.
Oh my gosh.
I'm telling you right now.
Could you imagine a screen?
If I'm a point guard on that team, I'm going to be like, hey, can you I need you on the block because I'm feeding it to you. And then you're going to do like a little step move, and you're using the glass to kiss the ball in.
Wow.
Points. And then, God forbid, she says a screen. I'm telling you, that will be that kid's last game.
We said we don't take charges.
We don't take charges.
We don't take
We don't take screens and don't call out.
And you talking about this young lady's size? Yeah, no.
She's solid and can run well.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, that's the key. Is like, I think that, and again, so you're looking at Jamaica and then you're looking at Mackenzie.
Right.
That's going to be a battle. You got Kendall, you got JC. That's going to be and that's what we're talking about Butler.
Yes.
Being a huge key for them of
the X factor.
That X factor.
Because that's what it's going to take. Yeah. It's going to be that player. You can rely on your stars to make their shots. Players make plays. Yeah. That's what they do. But it's that X factor that's going to be the key to kind of flip one of these games.
And I don't think it'll be a high scoring game. Springfield doesn't really score. It's not about scoring. Like, they don't score a ton of points. They're not like 60, 70 plus points a game.
Right.
But I think defensively it's going to come down to, again, what do we say all the time? Players make plays.
Yeah.
It's going to be that. I expect a big night out of Kendall. She has been talking about this. Oh, my gosh, Lord. I talked to her the other day.
Hungry.
She is
hungry.
Like Sue Bird hungry.
I love it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's
it.
obsessed like that. Like,
right.
But it's a healthy obsession. Like, you know what I mean? She's always been that kid since she was, like, journal about it. Like,
but just wanting to win.
And then she studies.
Yeah.
Like, she's probably one of the kids that study the most in this state. Like, she's that type of kid. I think that game is going to be close. I'm going to give a prediction. I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going with Toledo Christian. That's what I got. I'm going with Toledo Christian. I think they just have a lot more, I can't even say depth, but I think they just have more skill.
Okay.
And I think that will come to play in that type of game.
Yeah.
Who you got?
I'm going to go the same. I'm going to go Toledo Christian.
What you got, Angie?
I mean, I'm feeling the peer pressure here, but I mean, I had Toledo Christian going before I even knew what you guys were going to say. So I'm just.
So we got a consensus on that one.
All right. Yep. So we'll mark that down as 3.
We mark that down.
It's going to be a close game.
I think it's going to be close too. I think Toledo could spread it, but they're playing on a college floor.
It's a collegiate floor.
We talked about this. Angie, pause. We got to say this.
We got to take a detour. We always do.
We got to take a detour.
We always got a detour.
Okay, because I need to talk to Doug from OSHA. So, and I don't mean to be controversial, but I gotta mention.
That's what our show is for. Yeah. We got to say what we feel.
Angie, when Marysville and Pickerington found out that they were going to be that regional game.
Yes.
At Otterbein.
Yep.
No, it was supposed to be at Westville South. But then
it been in North.
When it went to North, they couldn't fit.
Yes.
So they said we had to go to Otterbein.
Yep.
How do you feel about
the 3 lines?
How do you feel about them going? Okay, so all of the other teams played on high school floors. All of the other regionals. That one had to go into a college floor.
Yeah.
True.
That's a big adjustment as far as conditioning, as far as the line. Like, I don't think Marysville ever shot that bad, but they were behind the college pro line.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that?
And there was at one point in the game, I'm trying to think if it was JoJo.
Might have been JoJo.
But she was, at the free throw line.
She was in the wrong free throw. Yeah, we seen it. It was JoJo.
First quarter.
It was JoJo. Yeah.
Yep.
And that was such an easy mistake to make.
Correct.
Yeah. Too many lines on the floor.
Too many lines.
Correct.
Too many lines.
But like the conditioning. Like, I had never seen Marysville play. I think their fans were shocked.
Yeah. Marysville did play at Ohio Dominican for the districts. So they got used to that.
But do you think that it should be consistent? Like, changing that over like 2-3 days before the game?
Yeah. You know
what I mean?
Just the mere fact that them technically changing the location 3 times, I thought was too much.
Yeah. Even
if knowing that Westerville North couldn't fit, and we knew the situation with Westerville South getting to the regional semis, that they should have found some way, just take it out of Westerville, go back to Ohio Dominican, do something where it could fit. I thought the switch and then sending it to Otterbein was just too much. And then the explanation.
And then you don't have that
what
wall.
The explanation of
Remember, in college,
right?
They don't have not every floor has those walls behind it.
So
the depth perception was off.
It's off.
I mean, Marysville shot literally 3-4 air balls behind the line.
Yes.
One, I ain't never seen that.
Still at halftime.
Was still right there.
Down too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I have always wished, and I've wished this for years, even back when I played for Watkins Memorial, that these bigger games need to take place on a bigger set, bigger stage. That doesn't mean that is nothing at all against Westerville North.
Correct.
None of
or
that. No.
Any other
No.
high school that is wanting to
Host.
Right.
host. It has nothing to do with their facility,
Correct.
the people. It's the space. It is all about the space.
And let's keep it a buck too, because
We had to call
the
the
ladies
police.
are the fans are coming out. Like the
Yes.
expectation.
Oh, yeah, the game is
that
going.
The fans aren't
Yeah,
going to
absolutely.
come to a girls' game, especially when it
Absolutely.
gets deep in the tournament.
Right.
Like the fans are coming to see these girls. It was
Absolutely.
a packed house at Otterbein.
We had and at Westerville,
and it was
we had to call the
standing room.
police.
Yes.
The police came in there and had to
Yes.
move people. They had to make a public announcement in the middle of the game to say, "Hey, can you please
y'all move
sit on
the
each other's
floor?"
lap?" Because they said, and then everybody they said, "We have 1,500 seats. We sold 1,499 seats."
Right, like what are you gonna
Like,
do?
wait, what?
I'm with you $100
Like,
grand. Like
what are we talking
put them
about?
at a bigger stage. Expect the crowd to come out. This is
Yeah.
how you grow the game. Like
Yes.
it should have. They should have known Marysville was going to travel.
Oh, my
The
gosh,
fans
they
were gonna
knew-
travel
they
way
knew
that
at the
they did.
districts.
Right?
Yes.
Like have
They
a venue
they ran out
available.
of hot dogs.
And
Yeah, then. Yeah, then. He ran out of hot dogs. Now you know if you run out of hot dogs, you know it's a lot of people.
That's a lot of
It's a lot of hot dogs.
That's a lot of hot
No concession stand come with 10 hot dogs.
Right.
No.
You know they bought at least 30 packs of hot dogs and them things was gone. Wasn't no mustard and no
Marysville
ketchup.
showed out.
Showed
That's
out and
absolutely
ate and
true.
bought it up.
That's so true. Sorry, we had to
Sorry,
go off
we
a
had-
little detour, but sometimes
And you know what? Food's important.
yes,
Hot dogs are important.
And hot dogs are important.
yes, absolutely.
Oh man.
That's funny.
That is hilarious.
But we're gonna get back to these Division 4 teams. We all got a consensus with Toledo Christian. The next matchup you see on that bottom half,
Ooh-wee.
Tri Village
And you
Berlin
already know
Highland.
this is gonna be a good one.
Let's start with.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to sit down.
Tri-Village.
Wait, am I gonna be able to sit down? I ain't gonna be able to sit
Well,
down
you
for
gotta
this one.
sit down at the state tournament.
I don't know. I might
The
be
people
standing.
will get you in.
I might be standing in the little what's that? The little runway out there.
Yeah.
I might be pacing on this one.
You're
Oh,
really
if
pacing.
this could not be a better two matchup, like seriously, this is legit 1 and 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Like for real. Like Tri Village is extremely good. They're the only. I think it's one other team that is undefeated.
Okay.
Going into the state tournament. They're one of them. I mean, you've got
Got Riley.
Riley. Again, how many accolades she's got? So she sets the record for OSHA for Ohio State girls basketball.
Okay.
In most threes in a career.
Okay.
Okay. So let's start with that.
So she can knock it down from the outside.
Oh, listen, she's lethal. And then on top of that, you got runner up
For Miss
for
Basketball.
Miss Ohio basketball. You're going to
Marshall.
Marshall. I mean, at this point, she is it.
Okay.
She is that. I mean, she has earned every right of that.
She has the it.
Kudos to, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. She has that. Morgan Hunt. I mean, what can I say? Can score the ball inside, outside. It doesn't matter. Like, she can just
Yep.
flat out play. Tori Rich. I mean, they just have a lot of talent, and they are used to playing with each other.
Okay.
They have a lot of experience together because they're older. It's a veteran team, right? But you still got some young bodies on that team. I mean, you just,
But
to
they
me,
know where
they know where each other are.
other's moves, where they're going to go.
They're like the
how they're going to
machine.
cut, like,
oh, they know
yes.
the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
The last time Tri Village got to the state semifinals was in 2012. So they do have a little bit of history, but it looks like they're trying to start some more history where they're running to a team who practically just lives at the state tournament.
I mean, they just figure it out pretty much.
Jeez,
Every
I mean, good Lord. Oh, wait, by the
year.
way, Morgan Hunt, where's she going? Thomas More.
Thomas
Sorry.
More.
Whoop, whoop, Thomas More.
Yep.
Berlin Highland. What do you say? I mean, at this point, we might as well just name the state tournament after them. I mean, at this point, you have 19 Final Four appearances.
19.
19. How old was I? Like, legit. Like, how old was it? Like, was you winning when I was born?
or anything, but I'll just say this much: when I was in high school and we went up against them, and the game was at Highland, they were just a completely different breed of kids. I mean,
Yeah.
Their strength and that has been notorious for years.
Yeah, passed that from you to me. I mean,
Oh,
Highland, we didn't. Man,
Nobody mess with Highland.
No.
Nope.
No.
And
no,
I
no,
did
no.
try taking
no.
a few charges in
Really?
some of those games.
I am not.
Let me tell you, I think I'm still feeling the
They were
effects of
just-
some of those.
Wow.
This is the thing. They are okay. They will take it's like this. They'll take a knife, cut you, and then turn it.
Yeah.
And that's what those 3-point shots do.
Yeah. Once they get on
It
their
stabs
runs,
you hard, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then it just keeps raining, and then it keeps raining, and then it's just like, okay, wait a minute. Most of the time for Highland, they're not very big players.
No.
Like size-wise, Highland's history has not. They don't really have really big players. There's a couple that came in their program, but not a lot. They are raining threes, and they're moving okay.
Their spacing.
Oh my gosh.
is outstanding.
What in-
Every year it's outstanding.
that's like a common thing.
It's a
Yeah.
common thing.
And then it is that situation of where they breed them. Like they do. Like I'm
And
just.
it's
I wish I
hoopers.
was lying.
Early.
No, they start. I'm not kidding. Early,
Early.
like first, second grade.
Yep.
But I think it's and kudos to Berlin Highland, because I think they have the best balance between having great players and also having great coaches, as well as having a great system.
Yeah.
Too often I see teams where they rely too much on their players' abilities, and the coach can't draw up anything. They can't make adjustments, or they don't have a system where it just kind of runs or makes it easier for them.
Right.
How many times over the broadcast we were like, man, if they had, I wonder what coach is running up. I hope they can get her the ball. You know what I
You
mean?
could
Like
tell the difference between
You
a
could
team who had a
tell.
structured system and other ones who were just trying to
They're
figure it out in
that.
real time. Yeah.
this game
Yeah.
is going to come down to
Ashley
I don't
Mullet,
even
we
know.
got to shout out some of those players. She's a
Oh,
point guard.
Ashley, she is
She's
spectacular.
just solid.
She is unbelievable.
I remember
Already a
watching her
state
as a
champ.
freshman and was just like, she's nice.
She's
Like,
nice.
she's nice.
And she watched the other girls win state championship. I mean,
Yes.
she's a champion herself.
Yes.
There's a couple of them. The last championship was 2021.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it ain't been that long.
Right.
We're in
No.
2023, guys.
Right.
Like, so they haven't been that far.
Right.
And if somebody thought they were going anywhere, they thought wrong.
And
Surprise,
she's
we're back.
playing probably with her heir apparent.
Literally. Evie,
Evie Maz.
have
lit
no
it
fear.
up.
Evie is here. We gave her a whole slogan.
We sure did. She played great.
She's played great. And
played
I mean, Mallory,
Yes.
Stutzman, I mean,
Yes. So who you guys got?
I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna go. It's always in the tournament. You go with a team that has the experience. They've been there, like you said. They have state champions on their team. The young ones know what at stake. Sometimes you can feel the pressure, but what does Billie Jean King say? Pressure's a privilege.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They know it. They feel it. Even though Tri-Village probably has athletically, the advantage, I'm going to go with the system on this one. I'm going
Okay.
to go with Highland.
What you got, Angie?
I'm thinking Highland as well, just because they have been there. But then there's a part of me. I'm
going with Tri.
I know I
I'm
shouldn't.
going with Tri.
You
Just to be a butt.
But
on the show.
Tri-Village, like they have
They got all the pieces.
The pressure isn't on them.
No,
It
that is
not
true,
true.
Angie. That
It's
is true.
not on them.
True.
They're going in.
That
and
is
just being
true.
Like, we're
They're
gonna
just
play our
loose.
game.
Yep.
That
We
is
are
true.
loose. We're here. I don't know. Let me make a change.
That
I
is
want to
true.
make a change.
Oh, you're coming over here.
I'm going to Tri-Village.
Not before the show. I knew I was going to change. That's okay. Yes.
Highland, I got you.
Yes. I'm going with Tri. And I'm not. It's not because I don't think. I don't know. This is going to be tough. I don't know. This is why I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to sit down because I think. I mean, think about it. Tri-Village travels deep.
Yes.
Highland travels deep.
Yeah.
So the crowds is going to cancel each other out.
Right.
Which, for most teams, that don't travel well. Ooh. Okay, I'll go Tri.
We got 2 Tri-Village and 1 Berlin Highland.
Yep.
All right, I got to mark
I can
Yep.
dig that. Both of these games will be on March 9th, that's tomorrow. They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
They have the late game, so the first semifinal is at 6. The latter game is at 8. Both of these games, obviously, all the tournament games will be played at the University of Dayton. But we're going to continue. We're not going to stop the flow. We're going to go to Division 3. We got some matchups in Division 3. We got some newbies. We got some mainstays. All of them. The first one, semifinal, Wheelersburg. And then the powerhouse out of Central Ohio, Afrocentric.
Yep.
Let's start with Wheelersburg.
I mean, they're not a team. I mean, they're aggressive. They're going to be scrappy. And I think that's going to play a role. I don't know if they're going to change too much for Afrocentric. I could see them doing that because Afrocentric has this ability to intimidate people. and intimidate teams. They do. I mean, they know.
Yeah.
Africentric has 6 state championships.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Berlin Highland has, what did I say, 7?
Yeah. So Highland has 6. Afrocentric has 7.
Yes. Berlin Highland has 6. Africentric Pickerington Central has 7.
Central. Yep.
Right. So we're not talking about people that are not comfortable here.
No.
Like.
No. And this will be Willersburg's, I believe, their first state finals appearance. They've won 10 districts, but this their first time to the big stage.
Yeah.
And I think look at the opposite sides. Willersburg is mainly made up of all seniors.
Okay.
Like literally their whole team is seniors. Starting
Okay.
5 is all seniors. Then you look at Africentric, they're very young.
True.
They're extremely young.
True.
Right? I don't know. This one is weird.
Yeah.
Because they're so polar opposite.
Right.
Like they're very, very opposite. Like Africentric is going to press,
Yes.
and you better take care of the ball. Willersburg, they're not going to do that. I mean, they're going to really try to execute in a half court.
Yeah.
If they get some transition buckets, they'll do it. But I mean, you got to be able to get it past half court.
You have to get past half court, and that's what I've noticed with Africentric this year. I've been able to watch them at different stages of their season, and they have just grown as a team.
Yeah.
To lose out on
Cam.
on Cam
Cameron
And
Grant.
still be here.
Oh,
Like, bro.
it just
They're still here.
outstanding.
What can you say?
Like,
they adjusted.
Janisha Anderson. Janisha Anderson. That's what you can say. Janisha
Coach
Anderson.
Shaq
Because
working it.
I
Coach
have
Shaq.
a feeling that Coach Shaq probably went in after that game and was like, okay, this is what's going on. We're going to adjust.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
We are still tough. Now, take 5 minutes,
Right.
So, yeah.
and
Right.
now let's move on.
And let's move on.
And that is no disrespect at all to Cam.
No.
But that was, you could just tell that they grew from that moment because they had to. They had 2 choices.
Yeah.
They could mourn and be upset
Right.
but they rose to the occasion.
Absolutely.
They rose
Right.
to the occasion.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I that is such a good point.
Right.
Janisha is
And kudos to her for having
my
the schedule that she
gosh.
did. We talked about this
Strip the
earlier.
schedule.
Is like sometimes you can get criticized when you're playing a lot of these big
And you lose a
division,
couple.
and you lose a couple. The score is what it is, and people start questioning you. But you know what you're prepping for. You're prepping for March. You're
all the
prepping
teams
for
that played tough had a tough strength of schedule are in the state
correct.
championship, are in
Like
the
there's
tournament.
a purpose for it. You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And so kudos to her willing to go out. Play a Purcell, play a Pickerington Central, get these people in
And
there,
didn't
play
care.
a Dublin Kaufman. You know,
Yeah.
it just gets you set up for this point. And that's why Afrocentric has the legacy that they do.
You're
is because
missing
they're
your
never
best
scared.
player.
And
You're
they're
missing
still
a
here.
top player in the state.
Yes.
That's not just a little piece. That's
Right.
a
Oh,
huge,
it's a
huge
big,
piece.
big
And they
It
are
changes.
once again
in the
state Final Four.
And now here's the thing: Africentric is gonna have to rebound.
For sure.
Because Willersburg, I'm telling you, they crash boards hard.
For
They're
sure.
very physical. They have no problem being physical. They have no problem bumping people. Okay, so when you're not a finesse team like that, where you have all that, swagginess and that shiftiness and all that,
the sauce.
you go hard. You go hard. That
Yeah.
Willersburg is going to go
Yeah.
hard on the board. That's on the offensive end and the defensive end. So offensive end, you don't want to get them too many second chance
Right,
points.
right,
I mean,
right.
at the end of the day, you gonna make some layups. You give me 10, I'm gonna
That's
make
another
one.
sidetrack we could go off of, but I'm not gonna go there.
What, missing layups?
The layups in the girls' game, something fundamentally is just has to shift a little bit. I don't know what it is. Every layup I've seen when we were at the games, off the side of the rim,
It's body control.
it's just not enough to
It
get it
is.
over top or using the square. All of them just hit the
And
side of the
sometimes
rim.
it's too much English. It's just a little extra spin.
too much English.
Too much English. Like, just keep it simple.
Just
like,
keep it simple
There
and
was-
go hard at the basket
Yes.
like we all did.
Yes.
And take the hit.
Yes.
For the love of God. Take the
or
hit.
at least start using the floater a little bit. Like, I know
Yes.
girls don't like to
There
jump
was too
stop
many
anymore.
small people. There were too many small guards that was
Just
going in there,
rim
just trying to
reads.
man.
Now, don't get me. I understand rim reads, even for professionals, can be a thing to learn. But sometimes you just go.
She's 6'5", Candace.
Don't go all the way down there. It
6'5".
was a thing.
280 pounds.
It was just like, why are y'all missing so many
I don't think we got a
layups?
kid 6'5", 280 pounds. But you understand my point. We had a big birthday down there, and we got people literally plowing plowing. Like, where are you going? And then when it's there, ask for a foul.
Yeah,
Like, what are you
just
talking about?
Shoot it over
We should
her
call
or bring
delay
her
of
out.
game.
Yes.
Delay of game for that
That was
raggedy
the
shot
other thing. I was just like, come on, y'all. Just
oh my gosh.
the layups. Get some more juice on that shot. Real quick before we leave this game, my X factor for Afrocentric is Natia Nelson. If she plays,
Nelson.
Yes.
You think she's an X factor?
I think she's an X factor because she, in my opinion,
So you're going Bowers?
Bowers. I'm cool.
Okay.
Bowers. She's been
Who's
balling
your
out.
other one? Because I had Sam as the X factor.
Mine is Natia because if she plays with intensity all
She's
game,
different. She is different. She's
Afrocentric
different.
is a different team.
Nataya's different.
Yep. Here's the other thing too. She had foul trouble last Saturday, and that
hurts
was a
him.
different team
When she ain't on the floor.
When she's not on the floor,
You're right.
but man, when she came out in the second half,
It's
no different than how it was with Madison Green.
Oh, yeah.
Did she not?
That's a-
man.
we gotta save
When
that.
she get
Okay, we gotta save that. We gotta save that.
We wanna save that.
We gotta save Madison.
But yes, like when there are those tough players that are having to sit out because of early foul trouble,
Right.
they look different when they come
They
back
look
in.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she changed the game in the second half.
Yeah.
In Springfield.
That's
last
the
Saturday.
player.
Agreed.
Sorry,
So,
Natia, for
yep.
giving you the pressure, but
Yep.
She be
you
all right.
my X
Stay out
factor.
foul
Who do you
trouble.
have?
Yeah.
Afrocentric?
I'm going
or-
with Afrocentric.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're,
Me three.
you know, with what, again, this team is dealing with a tragedy and Coach Rhodes. They're playing with something
Yes.
bigger and different, and
if
the
they
purpose
don't think
behind
they're going to
them.
win for him,
Like, listen, them
you
girls are
thought
playing with
wrong.
something.
I'm telling you,
something
they
different.
are going in. He has been with that program since Coach Shaq and Coach Moss
We're players.
Were players.
Okay.
Like used to sneak and open up the door, gym door for them, and just personal things like that's family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't think that they're coming to win for him,
They're playing with something.
I
going
wouldn't
with
be
them.
surprised if they got shirts, because we will pull out a shirt, we will make a shirt.
it's gonna be
Tone will come and design that shirt real quick.
They gonna have the
Man,
spray paint on.
what? We gonna have the clouds.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going with Afrocentric.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got another consensus. Y'all left
Yep.
me on the other one, but
Sure
we
did.
back to
I changed it up a little
consensus.
bit.
Yeah, you
Okay. Now our second matchup for Division 3 is the Margaretta Bears and the Chippewa
That was
Chips.
actually good.
Was it good?
That's a nice job.
Did you
And
see
that
me
was a-
hesitate?
That was a nice pause.
Margaretta, yeah, that.
Let's
yeah.
just get out of the way right. Okay, like I have been wanting to say margarita. Okay? I'm just going to say margarita. It's no disrespect.
Just get it out.
Okay.
We've been at work all day.
Margarita.
Margarita. Hey,
Right.
hey.
Now,
Now we can move.
Now we
back
back.
to margarita.
Margaretta.
All right.
She got me choking.
I'll tell you who I like for margarita.
Okay.
Who you got?
I like Lily Edwards.
Lily
I
Evans.
love her fire. I love how she fires up
Yeah,
her team.
she does.
And that gives me goosebumps.
Uh-oh, Lily.
That gives me goosebumps. And I think that she's going to play well.
So you also with her, you got Kylie Lee Backer. That's going to Ashland, I believe.
Yes.
And
Okay,
then
yep.
Eden is on that team. Explosive quick guard. Kylie's a bigger, like a forward.
Okay.
Great size. I believe, I want to say, and I could be saying this all wrong, but I don't think so. Came back from an injury. So
Okay.
is back and getting back into the flow of things. They're talented and they're strong. They've got some really big pieces. And again, we're talking about Division 3.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we are in
Division
Division 3.
if you can put together 3-4 different pieces, you got a pretty good team.
Yeah, you do.
That's gonna go far. We're talking about Division 3.
Yeah.
No knock on Division 3, but the numbers are different.
Yeah.
Okay, the players can be different historically.
Right.
So this team is not built as a Division 3 team. Not with the players that they have, in my opinion. I think they've got some depth in a way. I don't know, and they like to shoot it. They know each other. They love to drive, kick. I'm seeing that a lot.
Drive and kick.
Oh my
Drive and
God.
kick.
You got the it factor and drive and kick.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And they're gonna face the Chippewa Chips.
Up there near my area, Northeast
Chippewa
Ohio.
Chips. Doylestown, Chippewa Chips.
They are the most cool,
I don't
calm,
know. I was
collected.
shaking my shoulders.
Little chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are the most cool, calm, and collected team. Very poised, very controlled. They will not be rushed.
They've got some tough guards.
Yeah.
We got that Annabelle
Rodriguez, going to Malone.
Yep.
Okay, woo woo.
and Abby
Hennegar.
Hennegar?
Hennegar, yep.
Hennegar, okay.
She's going Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they withstood a tough Laurel team to get here. And I think we had Laurel as one of the teams going to the finals. And the Chips were able to knock them down. We had them moving forward in a previous show.
For sure, I thought Laurel was a done deal. And it goes back to what I'm saying. Laurel is technically, with the amount of players they have, is a Division I team. They have Division I players. Like, not one, not two. Like, they have quite a bit.
A team. Yeah. But Chippewa came in, it was like.
It goes back to that experience.
Yeah.
They're controlled. They're poised. They are not going to be rushed. It's not going to happen. And I just think they're Chippewa is one of them worker teams that they're not known to be fast. They're not known to be athletic or
methodical.
Yeah. They just get it done.
Yeah.
You don't know how, because I'm looking like, well, how in the world did they make it here this far? But they do. When you look at it, you be like, ooh, that was a big play.
Sometimes you just win.
Yeah, and then you looked at the film, you're like, ooh, that's a big play.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big play. And there's another play. And then it adds up, and that's that type of team. It will add up. I'm telling you, they're betting on themselves.
Okay.
So, who you got?
Margaretta and Chippewa. This is what I'm going to say.
They're pretty even to me.
When you say even, I don't know, this is like the most raw analysis you can even get to. Okay. It's just that you defeat a team like Laurel.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is.
I think you're stepping in with a different type of confidence to know you can hang with some of the best.
That's good.
That is a good thought.
That's a good point.
I'm going to go with the Chips. And it just flows. Chippewa Chips.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know.
I think I want Margaretta.
Is it because you want a margarita?
Because you want a margarita. Listen, if Margaretta wins, we're giving out free margaritas. Ain't that how it goes? It's always so.
Not to the players.
Not to players.
Not to players.
Why couldn't they just be
to
called
the coaches?
Coffee something like coffee?
Right.
Like those of you who know me know that I love my Starbucks.
Right.
You are
Me too.
Vanilla sweet cream.
No, I cannot. I'm already on 20. I do not need any help. No, I don't need help.
I drink the tea, which is weird. Go Starbucks for tea, but
so you have Chippewa.
I have Chippewa. I have the Chips.
So I have to split the tie.
I think they rolling. Sure.
Is it wrong to go against a team out of my area?
No.
And Dennis Schrock, his daughter and I played against each other.
So now you're doing family ties.
Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, she went to Eastern Michigan. I think there.
Benzo, you have to make a choice.
Yeah, you gotta make a choice.
We ain't.
Let's go. I'll go Chippewa. I'll go with Chippewa. I'll go with Chippewa.
Okay.
So we got 2-1.
Man, they're identical, y'all. We got
some good games.
Ooh, we get a D2,
so these D3 games will be held March 10th, which is Friday. These are going to be the early games. Willersburg and Afrocentric play at 11. Margaretta and Chippewa Chips, they play at 1 p.m. Once again, I always say these games are going to be at the University of Dayton at Dayton Arena. That was our Division 4, our Division 3 breakdown. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back for D2 and D1. We got some players in these divisions. We got some teams. So please stay with us. This is Girls Only Hoops.
Hi, I'm Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. For more than 115 years, the OHSAA has promoted school sports as an important part of the student's educational experience. Interscholastic athletics teach participants lifelong lessons of hard work, teamwork, and self-discipline, along with sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity. One thing the pandemic has taught us is that being on a team with our friends is more important than ever before. So as you continue your journey in athletics, remember the importance of also working hard in the classroom. Always give your best, never give up, and have fun while you're doing it. As an Ohio native and former athlete who learned these same lessons myself, I encourage our young people to focus on your academics so that you can continue the privilege of participating on your team. After all, The lessons that school sports teach us today will prepare you for the wins and losses in life tomorrow. Education is the key to life's successes. Hi, I'm Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. For more than 115 years, the OHSAA has promoted school sports as an important part of the student's educational experience. Interscholastic athletics teach participants lifelong lessons of hard work, teamwork, and self-discipline, along with sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity. One thing the pandemic has taught us is that being on a team with our friends is more important than ever before. So as you continue your journey in athletics, remember the importance of also working hard in the classroom. Always give your best, never give up, and have fun while you're doing it. As an Ohio native and former athlete who learned these same lessons myself, I encourage our young people to focus on your academics so that you can continue the privilege of participating on your team. After all, the lessons that school sports teach us today will prepare you for the wins and losses in life tomorrow. Education is the key to life's successes.
Welcome back to Girls Only Hoops. Candace Allen here, Tanisha Benson, Angie Saiter. We ran through Division 4, Division 3. But these are the,
these D2.
These D2, the D1s. Like, we start getting, and it's no disrespect to any, we don't want to make it seem that, but we got some players, we got some teams.
Yeah.
It's just a little different.
It's a different energy.
Yeah.
Like the D4 is extremely competitive, and
Correct.
you don't know whose it could be. I mean,
Right.
you just don't know. And
Right.
in that division, Division 3, I mean, it can be anybody because I think there's some sleepers.
Correct.
I think there's some teams that
Correct.
we don't even haven't seen.
Yep.
They haven't been on a national stage. So when we're talking about Division 2, we're talking about Division 1. We're talking about national stage teams. That's the difference. Is that
For
these
sure.
teams have played on national stages.
Yes.
And they have national players.
Yes.
We haven't mentioned one national ranked player in D3,
Oh,
D4.
we about to.
But in D2 and D1.
We about to.
Yep.
Man.
And we starting off
we
Division
starting
2, the first semifinal matchup, the nationally ranked Purcell Marion Cavaliers. And they're going to play Bryan High School, the Lady Golden Bears. But first, we got to talk about, you know what? I'm gonna just toss it to you guys to talk about. Because we've seen Purcell, but I need y'all to bring the heft talking about this team. This is their third appearance.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
Yeah, and one last year.
Okay. All right. So let me start.
We got the praying
Go
hands.
for it.
All right. The praying hands. Purcell Marion, speed,
Yep.
Yes.
defense,
Yep.
shoot the lights out.
Shoot the lights.
And probably in that order.
Yes.
Speed,
Yep.
Yeah.
defense, shoot the lights out.
Right.
Their speed is just
It's not fair.
it's not.
It's not fair.
I would like to think I was that fast, but I was not.
Right.
In my mind, I was, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was not. I was not. Their speed is tremendous, which then allows them to execute defensively, transition buckets. They can put up points fast.
That's such a great way to break that down, Angie. That's such a great way to break that down. Wow.
But they got, they're running the show. Sierra Miller, Jada Mosley lights it up.
Oh,
Trinity Small
love
can
her.
light it up.
Yep.
And then you still got freshmen on the bench
That can come in and light it up.
Yes.
Like that's the
They're
problem.
deep.
Great coach.
Love
Awesome
his
program.
energy.
I know he better have his Louis belt on this week because I have told him about this. His first time, 3 years coming. Well, not last year, the year before that when he first came in.
Right.
He came in there with I think it might have been
With the
coach.
Louis belt?
No, I think he had coach. He
Oh, no,
came
he
in there
Louis
with a
that, or
coach
maybe the
belt.
Gucci belt.
It might have been the
Listen.
Gucci belt. When he came in there, number one, I ain't never seen no coach. The state tournament game with a coach Gucci Louis Vuitton belt on. With the shoes. I ain't never seen that.
No,
ever.
This is elevated status. Like we said,
That's
this nationally
Cincinnati.
ranked.
That's
He
nasty,
got,
nasty.
yes, this is Louis Bell all day. He may even have on the Louis loafers.
If he do it, I already told him. Because he was humble last year.
Oh, ain't no time to
I
be
don't want
humble.
no humble.
Ain't no humble.
I don't
You
want no
were-
humble
You're
pie
a
this year.
defending state
No,
champion.
you're defending yours. And
they moved you up.
Yes.
Moved you up.
They moved you up.
Yes.
And you back exactly where
If not
you're destined
better.
to be.
If
Correct.
not, because they're older.
They're older.
But still young.
But still young.
Older, but still young.
And we cannot forget, they have the player
D freaking Alexander. Jesus Lord.
who was just named Miss Ohio basketball.
She's the second sophomore of all time.
A sophomore.
To get that. Kirsten Bell was the other one.
Yep.
Miss Ohio basketball.
And she's unbelievable. And I was telling, who was I talking to today? Mike Dyer about D. And I was just like, you know what? One thing I respect about D so much, she does not play down to her competition. She does not care.
That's a word.
She just doesn't. She does not care who she's playing against.
No.
Like, it doesn't matter to her.
Right.
And then, you know, when she was younger, she's still quiet. So we didn't really know what type of player she would really, you know, become.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, 4th in the country.
Right.
She's 4th in the country in the 2025 class.
Different.
Will growl at you. And then she put on the vest. When she do that, I be like, oh. I feel bad. I set up a quick prayer for whoever she got to go against. Because I'm like, okay, y'all didn't woke up the beast. I'm telling you. And if she was calm, she would have stayed calm. She still would have dropped 30.
Right.
But she would have been calm.
And you say waking up the beast. Even last year at the state final, it was a tight game.
She went
That
left.
crowd
Yes.
starts saying overrated to a freshman. They gave her the
Don't-
ball.
Do not
do
do
that.
that. Don't do that.
They moved out the way.
Literally.
And it was a wrap after that.
Yes.
And when you have those type of complimentary pieces, and I'm not even calling them complimentary pieces because
They
can
are
stand-
the pieces.
They can stand on their own.
For
Miller
sure.
Twins can stand on their own. Mosley, I'm not letting her shoot. I'm not giving
Push
her
her
no
off that
wide open
three-point
shot
line.
and
No,
then
no.
think she. And it's so smooth.
Yes.
And effortless.
And she
don't even
take
try.
The
charges.
mechanics
Oh.
are, it's repetition.
Yeah.
After repetition.
And she not worried about missing.
No.
No.
She gonna shoot.
And again, we're talking about
Confident.
on top of we're having number 4 player in the country. In the country, not Ohio.
The country.
Country.
The country.
She
Like,
different.
So I mean, it's hard to even talk.
We've been, so we just needed to break down this Purcell team because that's who's coming in this Division II. What can the Lady Bears do to compete? They made it to the Final Four, a tremendous accomplishment. This is their first semifinal appearance. Just that dichotomy. You're coming in against a team who's made it to 3 straight Final Fours, a defending champion. You're coming in your first semifinal. Like, how do you even just deal with the pressure of handling that kind of the competition and the stage?
Because I don't know.
I think it's like what we talked about. What game was that? With we were talking about Tri-Village and Berlin Highland.
Got you.
Again, Brian comes into this game
With nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
nothing
Got
to
you.
lose.
Yeah.
Because everybody from top to bottom's talking about Purcell Marion.
They already made the state championship shirts, okay? They made the shirts already. The shirts are already made. I'm telling you that now. Printing has already been done. The order has already been fulfilled. I'm telling you that now.
Well, you confident.
Listen,
But
you
if
think Tone ain't gonna print them on Saturday?
if you Brian, though, I'm taking that and running with it.
Bro, I'm on 20 with that.
I'm in my
You
locker
said you
room.
ordered your
Oh,
t-shirts.
y'all made some shirts? Bring them shirts out.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Them shirts is already made.
I
But
would
you're
get
right.
a
They don't
greatest
have.
speech.
They don't have pressure.
Right.
So they're going to just live it up and enjoy the moment and go out. They need to be able to handle their press. If they can handle their
got
press,
to.
then you got to slow down the game.
Right.
Because you don't want to get in a flipping daggone running match
Right.
with Purcell
No,
Marion.
it will be a whole track
called
meet.
ever.
Right.
It will be a track meet. And
Yeah. Yeah. And when I saw Purcell Marion go up against Westerville South a couple months ago,
Right.
Oh yeah.
in Westerville South, great ball players, lots of speed, love their defense. Sorry, side note, Zoe Geis, I think is one of the best defenders.
Oh
in the
my
state
goodness.
of
Yes,
Ohio.
she is.
Period.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
The
Point blank.
end.
Period. Don't matter what
You
division.
need
Don't
to
matter
know
what
who
side.
Zoe Geis is.
That's the one who showed out in the Oh yeah.
Yes.
She showed up.
Yeah,
she
she
was
showed up.
She was the piece.
Yes. But going back to that, if you get flustered, if you show any sign of feeling flustered, Purcell Marion will take that, eat it, and
gonna
go.
jump on it. Yeah, and Coach Mosley will legit take a timeout.
Yes.
And get that crowd. You got to watch his timeouts. I'm telling you, he's so slick. I'm telling you, Jada hit a 3, and they get up, and he'll call a timeout
To let the crowd get in it.
crowd get in it. He's slick. He know, but stuff like that. However, the Lady Bears, they are very scrappy. They press. They do press.
Okay.
They do full court press.
Okay.
I'm not sure how effective it's going to be.
Maybe you
'Cause them
pull it back and do a
twins-
half, like you said, if they need to slow the ball down, pull it back and do a half court pressure.
Like, what was the regional semis that we watched?
Was that Highland
Highland versus
and Notre Dame?
that press
they had a press.
Ooh, that zone, that
As
high
soon-
zone, made them
as-
throw it over the top.
Yes. As
It
soon
was
as they took
beautiful.
it off, that's when the game
Game
went
went off.
open. But that half court press in their lane gave Highland a
It was an
whole bunch of
extended-
trouble.
It was extended 1-3-1 zone.
Okay.
And they made them, that top girl, she turned this way
And
and
made
made them
them
throw
commit.
it over.
Yep.
And then you had the free throw line.
Yep.
And then extended those two wings. So what part of the 3-point line were you touching? None of it.
Yep.
You had to throw over the top just to get a wide open look,
Right.
which took time, and they were long enough to get there. I think I'm eager to see this is what I hope does not happen, because I've seen this happen in the state tournament where people just think that because we got here, we just got here, and do not take this seriously to come up with a game plan. That ticks me off. You better come with a game plan against Purcell. I don't care if you feel like you're going to lose or not. You better come with something that you ain't pulled out the bag yet.
Right.
You better have something.
We
in the
had a
bag.
team before, and I hate to, draw back to when I used to play, but we had a squad my senior year. We were pretty good. And the team stalled the ball the entire game. No, this was my junior year. They stalled the ball.
What?
The entire game.
That's why shot clock is coming.
Listen.
Yep, I can't
When I
take
tell
it.
you,
Can't
we
take
were.
it.
Angie said, I cannot take it.
I can't.
We
no.
just sat back. I'm telling, for 8 minutes, the entire first half, they stalled the ball. We probably got 1 or 2 possessions. They just weaved up top the entire. But they came with a strategy. This is my
Did y'all
junior year.
lose?
No, we won. We had some players that year. We had some players. But they did. It was a great game plan if you know. We had 6-1, 6-2, and 6-5 in the.
But this shouldn't be a blowout. That's what I'm saying.
No.
If you lose, let's lose by
You
15.
may wanna pull that
Let's
out.
lose by 15 or less.
Right.
Let's not go 20 where people leaving the parking lot early.
Yep.
As long
And
as
they
you
putting
keep
away
it
the hot
close.
dogs.
After halftime, if they can keep it within 5 to 8 points,
Yep.
Brian, that just boosts your confidence.
Yeah.
Because I think any team, especially in a tournament, in that atmosphere,
How-
if it gets close and them nerves get to shaking, don't get me wrong, they were in the situation last year, meaning Purcell.
Yeah, they
But
were.
you
They
don't
were
know
tight.
how, the pressure changes, the title changes, all that.
Let me ask you
Keep
this.
it close.
So Purcell had a tough game coming out to get to this state with Baden. Mm-hmm. Are they coming in the same Purcell?
It can go
Because
one
they
of 2
didn't got
ways.
beat up. They didn't got some whoopings.
It can go.
They didn't got. What I mean is, they got some bruises.
True.
Yeah, they got some
Yep.
bruises from that game.
True.
There's no denying that they
Yeah.
got bruises from that game because nobody thought that it would be that close.
Yeah.
And it was to the point where they almost lost. They literally almost like to the point where I'm looking like, oh my gosh, like this is close.
It can be one of 2 ways. It can be one, we ain't playing with y'all no more. Meaning, we done had our rough schedule.
I was
We're
gonna
coming
say-
here to blow you out.
Maybe that was just their game
Right.
of like. That was
That was it.
it.
Now, we're not taking no more chances.
Right.
We're going to lead
We
by
gonna-
30 in
Right.
the first 5 minutes. Like,
we trying to lay it on.
yeah,
Which again, all the more reason why Brian needs to come in and slow it.
slow it down.
They have to somehow slow
They
it
got
down.
to slow it down.
slow it down.
Because I'm telling you, it will be a track meet.
And don't try to slither between defenders because that won't work.
That ain't
Yeah.
gonna work. No.
You have to be smart with your
You
pattern.
almost have to make them bored.
Yes.
You have to board
I like
them.
that.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, Purcell, you have to board them.
You see you getting this quality analysis? Look at this.
Everybody should be watching this before the
We
state
giving
championship
out
game.
game
So they know how to win.
Hey, you know what gets a lot of teams in trouble when they go up against Purcell Marion?
What?
They throw this over the head
Oh, my
pass.
Lord.
It
This little
drives
lob.
me nuts. It is called fundamental basketball.
Fundamentals.
Ball fake.
Yeah.
bounce pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fake.
They're too
bounce
quick.
pass.
Yeah.
They're too quick.
Yes.
They're long.
Yeah.
They're going to
They're
read,
long,
and they're
they
looking to
jump.
steal. They gamble. They don't have a problem gambling.
No.
I mean,
No.
they don't.
And when D's in the middle of that,
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Number 4.
I just got to say
No,
something.
she shall now be named Miss Ohio.
Wait, I want to lose this thought. I take pictures too. There's lots of hats and stuff that I wear in this game.
Yeah, you
But
do.
I enjoyed taking pictures of these children. And my camera can't keep up with how flippin'
gotta get you
high D. Alexander jumps.
Wow.
Because I'm like, and I'm like, crap, her head's out of the way. Like, it's that's
Different.
a problem, folks.
Right.
D, can you not, like, I
Talk
don't
to
know.
her. Let her know. She watched the
Make
show.
the photography
Come on.
easy.
Come on now.
Yeah, stay low.
We
So
got
that,
jobs
like,
to
the
do and
full
pictures to
body
take.
in the picture.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to do that much, D. Good
Yeah,
Lord.
there.
That was our
Miss
first
Ohio.
Miss
Miss
Ohio.
Ohio.
That's
She's
gonna
got
be the
crown.
name.
It's hers. It's
Man.
hers.
Purcell, Marion, and Brian. We all thinking Purcell
Yeah,
has his first game.
I can't even do that to myself.
Yeah, I think Purcell is
Yeah.
Yes.
they're the team in this semifinal. But Brian and their game plan is going to be all the difference to
Yes,
see
it
how they
is.
come out. The second semifinal.
Coach Mosley is watching the show.
Let's go.
Yeah, we didn't make no shirts.
Oh, you ain't make no shirts. Please tell us though. Do you got the Louis belt?
Yeah, text me right
We
now.
wanna
I know
respond
we
to
know
that.
you want to. Do
got
you have the Louis belt?
the Gucci belt, or the Coach belt?
Oh, gosh.
I'm
Or are
texting
you
you
pulling
right
out
now.
the Gucci loafers. We want to know.
Because I got on him last year. He was way too humble for me. He was way too humble for me. I don't have time for that. Y'all defend the chance. But no, he said, for the record, all the people that have heard us crack our little joke, he said, we ain't got no shirts made yet. Thank you. Thank you, Benson. So I take it back. The shirts are not being made. I'm sorry, Purcell Marion.
Giving these teams extra motivation.
That's exactly
Hashtag shirts not made.
Right.
Hashtag shirts not made.
Shirts not made.
Okay.
The second semifinal. We have a couple of teams that are fairly, I don't want to say new, but their history obviously isn't what the newer history that Purcell is and some of the other teams in the tournament. We have a 6th seed, Northwest.
Yeah.
The Lady Indians playing against Fairland Dragons. I haven't heard Dragons be like a mascot in a while, but
Me either. It's not a typical one.
yeah, Dragons.
Yeah.
Like, did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
No,
Queen of the Dragons.
I have not.
Okay,
not
Vincent
gonna mess
doesn't
with
know
her.
anything about
Her and her dragons.
Game of Thrones.
Yep.
What can we say about Northwest in this Fairfield matchup? One thing I should have looked up before is like, when's the last time we probably had a 6th seed make their way to the tournament, to the semifinals.
I would imagine we've had some.
But a lot of these we see 1s, 2s, a couple of 4s, and things like that. But this Northwest team, what we got on that?
Well, I mean, you have Lily Bottomley.
Yep.
They run everything through her. Everything. So,
And if I was 6'2", man, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was. Sorry. 1990s song. Okay, sorry. Okay, but yeah.
I wish
If
I
I
was
was-
taller too. If I was 6'2",
Oh,
Yeah.
If I was,
all-star.
yeah, I'm just going to stop right there because just the thought of
It'd be
if I
me
was
and you
6
on
foot-
your shirt.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. But yeah, with her being 6'2", she gets phenomenal touches. Knows how to take care of. She cleans it up inside.
That's the player right there.
Yeah.
Who's headed to Loyola, Maryland.
Yep.
So they have a big-time player on their hands.
Right.
Um,
And then we also have, is it Ashlyn Stark?
yes.
Ashlyn Stark. So great guard.
Post play.
Yes.
You get the two-man game
I think
going.
the two of them together could, I think they would have a strong game plan against Fairland. But then you've got Fairland.
Fairland. I've heard a lot of good things about this Fairland team.
They are loaded. They're loaded.
Yeah.
When you watch different clips of their games, it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Unselfish. They don't care Who's making the shots? And again, it all starts with the pass. They make the extra passes. And it doesn't matter what combination of 5 that they've got out there.
Right.
They're deep. They can go. They can shoot.
They got a 1,000-point scorer, Bree Allen, on their team.
Yes.
A bunch of
Love
seniors.
her.
Yeah.
And that Tommy Hinkle.
Oh.
I don't know what else to say.
Right.
They have a lot. They just have a lot. And I could see them. I could see Fairland making it to the final game.
Okay.
I do. I'm going to just call that. I think they have had a phenomenal season. And they're focused.
They're focused. They're just one of that team.
But having fun at the same time.
Right.
But yes, but they are focused.
They want to win, this Fairland team.
Yep.
Tanisha, you had to step out for a little bit.
Almost died.
I wasn't going to say all that, but I will say, don't let this stop the show. We just keep going.
Yeah, we just kept on.
And
We
then
just
shout
kept on
out
going.
to our production manager, Kayla, as I tried to exit stage left. We got my butt going across the camera.
We got to close up.
We got to close up.
We got to close up.
I tried to get a water. You know what I mean? Ooh, I almost died, but
All right.
I'm alive.
You're good though.
Yeah, I got Fairland.
Okay.
Fairland.
I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
They've got every piece. They're big in size, not like huge, but they're great in size. There's
Right.
not one player on the team that does the same thing, and I think that's what's going to make them make it to that championship game. Again, oh yeah. By the way, Coach Mosley said if they get Saturday, it's a Gucci belt. Okay, he go at Gucci. He go at Gucci. My man go at Gucci.
But I think selfishly, I can't even, the team we went to a long discussion on Purcell, but I think selfishly, I just want to see, and there's no disrespect to the other two teams, I want to see a Fairland Purcell final.
Matchup, yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to see the senior leadership, the guard, all that they have, the pieces. Like you said, they're focused. They want to win. And then playing against this powerhouse. I just think, sometimes styles make fights. And to have these two teams both geared up would be really good to see. And
That would be
again, no
something.
disrespect to the other two teams.
Yep.
I'm just rooting for just the matchup. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it'll be a great game.
Yeah.
it will be.
I mean, they're both talented. So
Yeah.
I got Fairland.
Fairland.
I got Fairland.
Yep.
Yep.
Same.
So we're all seems like we're going for that Purcell Fairland matchup. Yeah. That was our Division II breakdown. These games will be tomorrow. These are the early games. Purcell tips off at 9
a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry, 11. Thank you.
I was about to
See,
be
I was
late.
about to be like, what time I gotta leave the house? 6.
That's what I'm saying.
Drive at 8.
I was
Purcell.
gonna get a hotel tonight.
Oh,
because some people are already up there.
oh, yeah, you big ball. Yeah, I'm just gonna go tomorrow.
I'm gonna go tomorrow too.
Purcell and Bryan tip off at 11. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, 11 a.m. And then Northwest and Fairland will tip off at 1 p.m. And as usual, the games are at the University of Dayton at Dayton Arena.
All right, UD.
And
Go Flyers.
we're moving on.
To what?
Our last matchups.
Uh-oh.
All right.
D1, they always have their championship game is a late game. We'll run down the schedule soon. But here's our Division I bracket. The first matchup, Princeton finally getting past Mason.
Did they not? I think it's illegal to lose 3 times in a row.
Yeah. And that got to be tough, too. Like, if you're Mason, you beat them twice,
Exactly.
you think you have the confidence, and here's this team playing a Grafton Midview, the Middies. Let's talk a little bit about Princeton. They got some players.
Man.
Princeton got some players.
I mean, it starts with Soleil,
Yeah. Texas A&M,
number 51 in the country in our class.
Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yep, Ohio. I mean,
Her quickness. I just love her.
she's so shifty. Like, where are you going? You got 4 step backs in one move. Who supposed to guard that?
Yes.
You went laterally and in a hit over reverse in the same step.
I don't know. And if I'm guarding her, I guess I'm just going to stay put.
Right.
Like,
Cause she'll drop you.
She's
I've
gonna
seen her
drop
drop.
me.
I've seen her drop a couple kids.
Oh.
and I don't want to fall.
No.
Sorry, I don't want that on. I don't want that on my Twitter. No.
She took a body out this summer, and I was like, oof. That girl might not ever play it again.
She took a body out.
Yeah. I'm serious. The girl fell so hard. Like,
We done got another one.
got a body.
Driving pig, the one, and took a body out.
Took a body. She did. I mean, she is unbelievable.
Tough.
And then people forget she's left-handed. Like, for the love of the Lord.
yes.
Why do you keep forgetting she's left-handed?
And then one thing about lefties though, they will always figure out a way to go left.
They
I don't
getting
care
there.
what
Yes.
you
They get
do.
there.
Yep.
You can be a great defender. You can ride
They
that
going
left side
left.
all you want to. She getting back to that left hand. You stopping James Harden going to the left? No.
They going left. All of them. They're going to hit that left hand. But
You
yeah,
got
this.
Dee
Yep.
who's going to Stetson.
Yep.
Dee Dee's, oh man, great size, huh?
I love her.
And she's such a team player. Like, she's got a great energy, great, she's just a good teammate type of person. Like, she roots for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things.
Right.
I respect that so much from her.
Do you think this Princeton team is playing with some extra motivation too? And Soleil, especially, is one thing. The finalists for Miss Ohio basketball came out. Do you think that's extra motivation?
For
where,
her?
yeah,
Oh,
where you
I
don't
do.
see, and it's like
For her.
Listen,
Yeah, because she was pissed off.
I was supposed to be there,
And it's the
you can see
rule.
where
It's the rules.
Yeah.
It has another, like, she is that. Mm-hmm. And at that regional final games, we called her. Mm-hmm. Kind of ripped her a little bit because it's like, girl, you are that. You are top in our state. The rules just suck. To take the best player out of each region and then vote. Cincinnati has always led our state with multiple. We have 4 McDonald's All-Americans.
Yes.
3 of them came from Cincinnati.
Yep.
So you telling me a Chance Gray, don't even get me started on that. Chance Gray, she was not in the running for Miss Ohio.
Wow.
How?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
McDonald's All-American? Top 24 in the country?
Yeah.
Kyla Oldacre,
Yep.
not in the running. Because KK Ransford is in the same area.
Yep.
That, something has to change.
Who I have to say is hooping at Notre Dame.
Yes, she
Okay.
is.
And
Yes, she
balling.
is.
Yeah.
Yep. Is balling.
She's stepping up big time.
Yes, she is.
She the truth.
Yeah.
And she been prepared for this moment
Yeah.
for a while. But anyways, we can have her on the show too.
Oh, for sure.
KK's the mom. So it's the rules. And I had to explain that to her. Listen, but I do understand if I'm that type of kid. If I'm top in the country, top 50 in the country, and I don't even get even in the running for Miss Ohio, from my own state, I understand that. So, yeah, she ticked.
I will say,
Not a little
too,
tick.
yeah, just to bring it back a little bit, even I think Mari last year just felt some extra motivation when she was playing against
She was ticked too.
an All-American in that final game, was like, listen, like, I'm one of them ones, and you're going to see why.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
She was
she
hot. And
played
she took
with
over.
that, yes.
She took over the game.
She played with
She
that
sure did.
intensity. She was
Beautiful.
different.
Mm-hmm.
She was different. And if Soleil comes out with that kind of mentality, ooh,
Anger.
wa-
Yeah,
Watch
she's
out.
and she's a young senior. Like, she technically could be a junior. So there's some maturity that she's gaining through this process. Tough, light it up.
Yep.
That girl is different.
Yep.
Can't forget Mara Girton. You better
No.
not. You better not.
Yep.
Fear.
None.
No fear.
It can score any. It doesn't matter where. 3-point line, mid range. She's a
Little
3 level.
floaters.
Oh,
I
ain't they so pretty?
love the floaters.
I love the floater.
Love her floaters.
Allie Fortson.
Especially if you can dominate it.
Allie Fort's another post player. I mean, Heaven's Need did an amazing job on Madison Parrish. I know Madison Parrish is Madison Parrish. So the task that she was given is not an easy task.
Right.
But to keep her kind of contained as much as possible, Heaven's Need did an amazing job, the freshman. So, and then you're getting coached by your one of the all-time greatest coming out of Princeton, D. Davis.
So they're prepared.
They better be.
They're prepared.
Oh, yeah.
So what about this Grafton Midview team, the Middies? I wish I knew what I'm sorry to the
midi
Middies,
is?
what a Midi was. I should have. I need to research a
Ain't
little
it
better.
like
But this
I'm gonna make something up.
the
Don't do that.
Middies. What about this Midi team? What can they do? This is their first state final appearance. Again, one of those situations where you're coming in against a team who has a lot of history, has got a lot of big name players, kind of similar to what we're talking about with Purcell and Bryan. Midview's coming in. Hey, we're here.
Yeah.
We want to win. We want to compete. What does it look like for them?
Their big girl down low, Mary
Ming.
Ming. I like her.
I do too.
She
Ooh,
has
Lord.
outstanding footwork, great hands, just knows.
Great touch.
Yes, there's just a pretty
beautiful.
finesse. There's a pretty finesse to it.
I don't know why Mary didn't call me. Mary should have called me. Because their
Look,
game.
they gotta focus. You can't have all the players calling you before the game.
Mary
No,
different.
we're talking. She should have called like a year or two.
a
ago.
year or two.
Oh.
ago. Because and
Yeah.
say what you were gonna say.
Y'all
We
gotta
said
break
this
it
on
down.
campus. Say what you're gonna. You know what I'm talking about. Say what you're
Okay.
gonna say.
Yeah, I do want to say a little something.
Okay.
Kids, if you do not have a Twitter account, if you do not have social media set up where coaches, people like myself, people like Prep Girls Hoops, OGBR, I don't care, XYZ, all of the, whoa, I almost just knocked that down. I'm like passionate
But you're
about
giving
this.
them the game.
I'm like,
Give them the
But
game.
like, we need to know who you are. And it's tough to not see you if there's nothing put out there. If you're not, and that's not bragging, that's called, this is my game.
Yeah.
This is what I want to show you. This is why I can go to the next level and play. That's why we're in this.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's the only reason why.
Right.
Guys, I want to age myself. In the 1990s through 94, there was not Twitter. There was not online. There was not
Instagram.
social
It wasn't
media.
even that wasn't when we.
It
No,
sure wasn't.
There wasn't anything like
We had
this.
VHS and DVD.
Yes, yes. I did at a tradition.
We had MySpace.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
ain't
have
put it-
that. Dude, I didn't even have that. I think I had color TV. Did I have color TV?
You had
Yeah,
color
I think
TV.
I
You
did.
had color
I think I
TV.
did. Yeah.
We all like,
But-
no, Angie, you had color
Yeah,
TV.
thank
We
you.
ain't gonna age you
Yeah.
that bad. Like if you ain't had color TV, I am questioning a
But
lot.
it was much more traditional. It wasn't like you could get a
Yes.
Instagram, get your highlights out there,
Yes.
get an online presence. Trust me, it's hard. It's even hard
and
for
you
us.
can't post. You can't just post when you get an award.
No,
It's not about it. Post the process.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate social media. Anybody know Benson? Benson hate it. I do not like it. I'm not on it. Don't ask me to be on it. Other people, if I like your stuff, it's somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah.
I may or may
You
not.
know what I
have seen
say?
it.
I don't
Definitely.
tick or talk.
I don't tick.
or talk.
Or talk. I don't do neither. We
Either
tried.
we did,
Yeah.
and she started doing classes.
I did the Macarena,
and that
'cause I
wasn't
can't do
it.
it.
Wasn't it? So it's not just it's posting the process, because this is what I was talking to a player today who is playing college basketball right now, who I remember years ago telling her, listen, you have to know who you are. Be strong in who you are through the process, through everything. The anxiety that we put on girls basketball,
Yeah.
not us as media or anything. It ain't even coming from us. It's coming from other parents, coming from other kids, coming
Yep.
from these offers, coming from all these scholarships, where you only feel proud to put it out there when it is an offer.
Yeah.
That's total.
Yep.
You will get me fired up about that.
Yep.
Post the process.
Yeah.
Be honest. It's not always when it looks good. It ain't always look good for me in business. Not at all. I can't wait to write my book, because I'm telling everything. And I do mean everything.
The
So we
Tanisha
have to
Benson
encourage
tell-all?
our girls to literally post the process.
Yeah.
If let's say you lost the game, okay, then if you feel comfortable to post when you win, post when you lose. Post
Own
when
it.
you exactly
Own
post those things so that you know exactly, not even sell yourself, but showcase who you are. I'm with you on that, Angie, because I'm telling you, this kid right here, Mary, 6'5".
Yeah.
One, we don't have that many 6'5" girls in this
No.
state. Not even in the Midwest. Let's be
No.
honest. And she is that good.
Yeah.
She's
is
got
that
great
good.
touch. She
Yes.
can sit. They run everything through her. She's going to Bowling Green. Shout out to Coach.
BGSU.
I see you
Yep.
with the pickup. But
Yep.
you understand what I'm saying? Like, those are the things like putting those kids on a bigger stage.
Right.
Not because their stage is small. It's because there's different perks.
Right.
And there's
Right.
different levels when you're reaching those. Like
Right.
nobody.
And there's some good examples too. Even if you're a younger player and don't know where to start, a lot of the collegiate players have really good social media platforms.
Yeah.
Even like it's always you work across too. If you have a friend or a cousin or a family member who's really good at social media, have them take it over and
Yes.
run it.
Well, who gonna run mine?
You like I said, you got to find a family member.
Oh, you don't have no suggestions?
I don't have no suggestions.
Okay, I thought we were gonna get a suggestion
But they're
today.
like Aaliyah Boston does really well.
Yep. Zaya does.
Zaya does great. A lot of the collegiate
Yeah.
play. Angel Reese
Angel
has
does
built
great.
an entire platform.
Now they was wrong about that when they lost. LSU lost to Tennessee, and they, you know how she did that little TikTok, and Rakia got her ass.
Right. But we love that.
Yeah.
But those are just good. Those are examples where you can say, like, hey, show your personality. Like you said, show the process. This is how you handle it. They're not out there getting in trouble. No disrespect to any other news that's been out in the sports world. A lot of those women have lived through social media, know how to handle it, know what to post. They show all those things, so you actually see everything that comes to fruition. So that's a good, if they need somewhere to look, there are great examples out there from women basketball players that they can look to.
And you got to reach outside. No offense, but if you got a kid like that, you have to reach outside of your own circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, Angie, we can't see every kid. There's no way.
cannot see every
Literally,
kid.
literally, I can't. Like, I vote for McDonald's. There's no way I'm seeing every kid.
Right.
Now, do I get to a bulk of them? Absolutely. Yes, I do. I see a lot. I'm out a lot. That is true. Ohio, most of them, I'm going to know for sure. But a kid like that, should have been a call.
Yes.
That should have been a call.
Like,
hey,
this is somebody you should have been. This is who you need to be looking at.
Yes.
This should not be one of our
and then
first
let me
mentions
drop
of
the
this
ball.
player. Yeah.
But to not say anything
Because
about
when I saw her play earlier this year, I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that?
She can run, catch, pass it. I mean, she's delivering the ball. Like, no, she's. I'm interested.
I kind of
to
love
see
that on your back, though. You the who is that player? You stepping into the stage. This is the time to show out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And now we get to see her senior year.
Yeah.
That's what ticks me off.
Right.
Her senior year.
I
we
wish
get
she
to
was
see
a
her.
sophomore.
Absolutely.
Like, I wish she was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That can't happen. Y'all,
Yeah.
like, people don't understand, like, especially with these scholarships being less and less, people don't understand that you don't have time.
So communicate.
Yeah.
Got to.
Have your name out there.
Reach out.
We
Like-
giving you the game. Angie is giving you guys the game.
Give me the
Please
game.
take it. There is. I know it can look, self-absorbed sometimes,
But
you
it's
can manage
not.
the social media piece. Like,
Ain't that
there's
hard.
places out here for everybody. Utilize it for what it's for. This is the game. We giving you the game.
Side note, Olivia DeFranco.
Yes.
Their whole entire family for Midview.
Midview, yeah.
Talented player.
Yep.
Talented player. She's a very big
And that's
piece.
where I was going. Who we got? Princeton and Midview. Again, I hope people
I'm going
don't think I'm
Midview.
doing the selfish thing, but I think Princeton has Princeton is they got some motivation behind their back.
I'm going
Yeah, they do.
Princeton.
I think
This is,
They
pieces
got
are
that-
adding up for them.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
it's like we got something to prove.
Yeah. But I'm eager to see this kid. I'm eager. I'm going to have to meet Mary.
We got
before
the
game.
spotlight. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
interview her too.
We got to interview. We got
Yes,
to get her on.
we'll help with the process. We're gonna set her up her
Well,
own
she already
Twitter,
said she going to Bowling
Instagram.
Green.
Yeah. But that's okay. This is going into the world.
Yeah,
When she
that's
get the
true.
BG, she gonna be set.
Right.
And I'm an alumni too, so I wish I could tell you about
went
it.
to Bowling Green?
I did go to Bowling Green.
Oh my gosh.
But
Ew.
why you making that face?
I love Bowling Green for kids now.
Unscrunch
But when
your
I
face.
played, we did not like Bowling Green.
Okay, well,
I'm
I
Ohio
didn't
University
play.
all day, boo. Bleed green.
I didn't play, so I can't really tell you nothing about the basketball team.
Don't they got a graveyard in the middle of the school?
No.
Yes, they do.
They do not have a
It's right by the
Oh,
basketball
my.
thing.
It
Yes,
is not, unless they change. Listen, I graduated. I'm not gonna say the year, but I have not been back since then.
Candace,
It is
dead
not a
people didn't just
graveyard.
get dug up. I mean, put in when you went to college.
Mary,
They've been
don't
there for a
listen
while.
to Tanisha. It's not no graveyard in the middle of the campus. No,
It's a graveyard.
we got another matchup.
This the last one?
This is the last matchup. D1.
Okay.
Now listen.
This gonna be a good one. I'm telling you, it's going down to the wire.
This is a game in a semifinals. I think everybody should tune into.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pickerington Central, Olmsted Falls,
Yeah.
Pig Central. What can we say? Look, we said we're gonna save Madison.
Oh yeah. Green.
I think we got to talk about Madison
Go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Y'all talk
Okay.
about green.
because I was one of the players who
Yep.
had a rough first half, had saddled with the 2 fouls. I don't know what happened at halftime.
I don't know what
I'm
happened.
a
I
talk-
don't think much had to happen.
I'ma
at
toss it over to
halftime.
Angie.
I don't think very much had to happen at halftime at all because I think she was just like, it is time
It's
to
go time.
go. And when I say it was time to go,
You can see
it
it.
was called taking it from point A to point B in a matter of like a second and a half and making I don't even know how many and ones.
It was back
And
to
it
back
was
to back
like-
to back to back.
Right.
She muscled her way, took it up, and then capitalized at the free throw line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's so many things with Pick Central.
Olivia Cooper.
Oh, I love Cooper.
Going to Columbia.
Barry Wallace.
Barry
that's
Wallace.
being recruited by
Everybody.
everyone.
And that was
everyone.
the strategy. Dublin Kaufman and Marysville.
That's true.
They loaded that paint trying to
They
stop
did.
Barry.
They dug in. Yep.
And it did
It did work. Now, it
It
did. I'm
work.
not going to lie.
But then number 5.
Yep. Trinity Jackson.
Trinity Jackson.
Lit it up.
Did she go off? Man.
And you know what? It
That's
was the
my
mid,
X
and it was
factor.
the mid-range. Yes.
It's that mid-range. Ain't it
well,
nasty?
I've got 2 X factors.
Okay.
Who you got?
X factors for
Best?
them. I've got no. Well, man, I love her too. Gosh. Okay, I've got 3 X factors. I've got Bess. She's got to be able to control the ball,
Yeah.
see the floor well, which
Yeah.
all of that
Not
she
turn
can
it
do.
over. She can't
Not
do that.
turn it over.
Yep.
Can't do that. Between her, Trinity, hit the mid-range jumper like you have been. Oh my, that mid-range jumper, which
It
is
opens
just
up
a
so much.
complete
Oh,
loss.
yes.
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 And Blossom Wallace.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you right now,
Blossom nasty.
Yes.
Blossom is nasty.
Yes.
her
Defensive.
intensity,
Yes.
her eyes,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and her length.
Yeah.
No fear.
And she don't care.
She scored the first 5 points of that regional final.
It's
game.
like, and we were talking about this. It's like she almost doesn't understand because she's
Like,
so young.
right.
It's like, girl, do you understand you're playing on the big
Like,
stage?
oh,
Do you
I'm just
understand
gonna
you're in
go
the
in the
regional
game.
finals?
She's like,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
I'm
She's
like,
like,
cool.
okay, yeah. Yeah.
This how I play.
This is what I'm supposed to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
I don't know anything. What do you want me to
Yeah.
do about it?
And I feel like with
like
this
that.
team, all of these kids have their roles can change from game to game.
For sure.
And that's what's beautiful.
That
about
is true,
it.
Angie.
The roles change from game
That is
to game.
true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't know really
Which one is going to be the one?
You don't know who going on.
You don't.
You don't.
And I almost feel like going into I think coach has kind of a so this you're going to
Yeah.
light it up tonight and this is what I need you to do.
Yeah.
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 Like and then we're going to kind of use you as a decoy and this is what we're going to
Right.
like I feel like that's what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know if he draws it up. Because
They
I don't
just
think
figure it
Barry.
out.
I think they're so used to being around each other. Remember, this is a veteran team,
Right.
Yes.
So I think even a kid like Barry, although she's a junior, she's old.
Right.
Yes.
Her IQ is
Right.
unbelievable.
Right.
So she was not fazed about scoring 7 points in a region. Like,
No,
when I
no,
mean
no.
unbothered.
No,
She was
no.
just like this. And that's going to be one of my new words, unbothered. Because
Unbothered.
I am starting to be very unbothered by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I want that same attitude that Barry had. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, I
Yeah.
do not care if do you see I'm cutting down the net, boo?
Yes.
Honey,
Yeah.
do I look like I care? That's that
That's
type
true.
of not being bothered where these kids don't
That's
have that
true.
anxiety and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to be perfect every game. She's not even trying to be perfect.
Right.
No, she's just playing.
She's
She's just
playing.
playing.
They're all just playing.
Right.
That's what they're doing.
Right.
Which I think
yeah.
is
I agree.
I'm already going to say I feel like that's why I've got Pickering.
You got
Central.
Pickerington. I'm with you. I like. There's a lot of things I agree with
It's
you.
a
Whether
lot-
you
it's
broke
a lot
that
of things.
down.
And you broke that down.
You broke that
yeah.
down.
I know I did.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm trying not to
But
break
we
it.
can't go away from Olmsted
No.
Falls.
No, we cannot.
No.
We cannot. Because the reason why you said that everybody should be tuning into this game
Yes.
is because of the dominance of Olmsted Falls.
Yes.
They are that.
Yeah.
They have been ranked since the summer
Yeah.
Yeah.
in June.
Right.
When they went to Best of Maryland, which is one of the best high school tournaments in the summertime, and won it all.
On a mission.
Nobody knew.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like Olmsted Falls has had a year after year after year where they're making the state tournament. And we know. No, they've been silent until this year.
Yeah.
And it's just been like, wait a minute. Like, where did y'all come from? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Y'all may not know
And
me
then
then.
they're playing,
You gonna know me
playing
now.
big time games.
Yeah.
I mean, they've traveled. I think it's very interesting. I wonder. I wish I could go back and look to see if they went out of the state the years before because they
to get
played
ready.
exactly.
And that's the crazy thing. Both of these teams have done that.
They
Yeah.
both have done that.
Both have played out of state, high level. I think that's where Pickerington has lost.
They've lost their game, yep.
All 4 of their games have been out of state.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
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 I mean,
think
you
that
got
was-
Paige Coiler, that's going to Buffalo. That ain't a little deal.
You got D1 players all over the floor.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
over.
all over the floor.
Yep.
This matchup different.
Daniel Cameron, I mean, listen, she will drop 20 and you won't even know. Mm-hmm. She's that deceiving. Like, I mean, I don't think you understand. Like, Olmsted Falls, what makes them tough is they play so well together. Their chemistry, I'm telling you, is different. Mm-hmm. It is different. Nobody's trying to take over the show. I'm telling you. Listen, I love Pickerington Central. I really do.
Pickerington, you know, they've been here.
But I'm telling you, the depth that Olmsted Falls, 7
state championships.
Tied with Average.
This is Olmsted's first Final Four. But like you guys were saying, On a Mission this year is just different. They're looking to make a name. Yeah. This is established legacy, and this is creating a legacy.
Yeah. There's a lot of history in this state tournament.
Yeah.
There's only one team that returns from last year, and that's Purcell. So that gives a lot of opportunity for some people to make history.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that part is super, super cool. I don't. Who you got? You got pick Central?
I do.
Who you got pick?
I'm
gonna go with Olmsted Falls if you go with pick.
I got picked because I think they're ready. I think the last couple of years with the talent that they have, they were knocking on the door and were disappointed.
Just not mature enough,
right,
not understanding
it.
Yeah.
I think especially their seniors know, you know, this is it. You know, the pressure's not getting to them. They got through Kaufman.
Yep.
They got past the regionals. That was a heavy burden for them.
Yeah. I mean, that route was not easy.
They ready.
No.
By any stretch of it. I mean, Princeton and Pickerington had a hard.
Yeah. I think they're ready. I think they know what's at stake. Like, we're seniors, talking about the 3 seniors that are starting on their team, Olivia, Madison, and Trinity. I think they know it's time to go. Barry knows it's time to go. Bess, she's a sophomore. She's just coming in. I'm following wherever you guys take me.
Yep. She's so talented.
Yeah. I'm going Pick Central. I think, well, again, selfishly, I want to see Pick Central versus Princeton. But
wouldn't that be? It's gonna be sold out.
Listen,
they're gonna sell UD Stadium out.
Listen,
just not from their fans.
Yeah,
from just everybody that
people
wants
wanting
to
see
across the state.
Yeah. But I'm with you. Just to see this matchup, just to see the level of talent, the quality talent. One thing I can always say is that the level of talent in girls basketball has continued to rise, and when you see the teams with talent that high, you just see incredible basketball. And that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's this matchup. I'm leaning towards Pick Central. I'm not disrespecting Olmsted by any. I'm a Central Ohio
I'm gonna take.
I gotta go Pick Central.
I'm gonna take Olmsted just because you guys went to Pickerington. Because I like Pickerington too. Do not get me wrong. I think they're. But
Olmsted ain't nothing
Olmsted
to play with.
is nothing to play with. I'm serious. They are that good. I've watched enough of them. And let's just say they have earned every bit of respect that they have.
That's going to be the matchup. They have the late game on Friday. These two, the Division I semifinals, will be the 10th, which is Friday. Princeton versus Midview is at 6 p.m. And the second semifinal, Pickerington Central and Olmsted Falls, will be at 8 p.m. They're the late games. You do not want to miss this semifinal. It's going to be incredible. Please stay with us. You've been with us all night. We've been giving you analysis. We gave you a
game
social
plan.
media breakdown of how to, increase your presence to get scouts and schools looking at you. We give you everything. We give you everything
at this point.
Yeah. We're going to take Angie's nickname. We said hers was everything.
Yes.
Girls Only Hoops is everything. Please stay with us after this break with more girls basketball state tournament preview.
Hi, I'm Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. For more than 115 years, the OHSAA has promoted school sports as an important part of the student's educational experience. Interscholastic athletics teach participants lifelong lessons of hard work, teamwork, and self-discipline, along with sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity. One thing the pandemic has taught us is that being on a team with our friends is more important than ever before. So as you continue your journey in athletics, remember the importance of also working hard in the classroom. Always give your best, never give up, and have fun while you're doing it. As an Ohio native and former athlete who learned these same lessons myself, I encourage our young people to focus on your academics so that you can continue the privilege of participating on your team. After all, the lessons that school sports teach us today will prepare you for the wins and losses in life tomorrow. Education is the key to life's successes. Hi, I'm Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. For more than 115 years, the OHSAA has promoted school sports as an important part of the student's educational experience. Interscholastic athletics teach participants lifelong lessons of hard work, teamwork, and self-discipline, along with sportsmanship, integrity, getting along with others, and overcoming adversity. One thing the pandemic has taught us is that being on a team with our friends is more important than ever before. So as you continue your journey in athletics, remember the importance of also working hard in the classroom. Always give your best, never give up, and have fun while you're doing it. As an Ohio native and former athlete who learned these same lessons myself, I encourage our young people to focus on your academics so that you can continue the privilege of participating on your team. After all, the lessons that school sports teach us today will prepare you for the wins and losses in life tomorrow. Education is the key to life's successes.
Welcome back to Girls Only Hoops. Thank you for joining us on this show. Angie, thank you. I think we've broken this down. We gave analysis. You gave you gave them social media advice, everything. We so appreciate you. Our first in-house guest. Thank you. I wish we had an award for you, but I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Tanisha, as always, that's what we do, Girls Only Hoops. All three of us will be at the state tournament in some capacity. So if you see us there, grab us, holler at us, take a picture. You want me to help you with Twitter? I will. I don't know. Listen, yeah.
I will not. And if you know anybody that wants to help me, let me know.
We're just trying to grow the game. But before we get out of here, I did want to run through the championship schedule that will be on Saturday. We have the championship schedule is
There we go.
Division 2, the final is at 10:45. Division 4 is at 2 p.m. Division 3 is at 5:15. And again, that Division 1 final game on Championship Saturday is at 8:30. It's March 11th, Saturday, once again. These are the Girls State Championship Finals. And as always, they're going to be at the University of Dayton Arena. Please come out, support these young ladies, those of whom who made it to the finals. Please, if you in some capacity watch on Spectrum, just support these.
Yeah.
They can play. And like we said, we're growing the game. The fans have been coming out.
Yep.
Awesome players. We got Division I players all the four division. We got just signees all over the floor.
Yeah, we do.
We got freshmen stepping in, ready to make names for themselves. So in any capacity, please come out and support the tournament. Again, it starts tomorrow, March 9th. It ends Saturday, March 11th. I am Candace Allen. This is Tanisha Benson. Angie Saiter. I hope I said Saiter. See?
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, I responded about anything.
I was on a roll.
You were. It was after the margarita.
It was after the margarita. And
After
now
the
I'm
margarita. Yeah, I knew.
It was. But it felt good to just get that off my chest. So I did.
Angie Saiter.
You felt free.
I felt
the
free.
freedom.
Yes. And I didn't mess up after that.
No, you did not.
Because I needed to get that off.
But you did.
You did.
That's all right.
And that's why, because you didn't,
You didn't get it out.
You didn't get it out.
I didn't get it out. I'm going to get it together because Angie, we're going to beg her to be back. Our next show is March 15th. It will be our state final review show. We're just going to go review all the teams that played in the tournament, the games, the players. Hopefully we can get some interviews with some of the players and coaches here. So, Angie, I put it out there if you can come back. And I absolutely promise I'm going to get your last name right for the next show.
Oh.
Again.
Yeah. It's all good.
Girls Only Hoops. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time.